Wow, that's just something else. And now we have animal expert Rachel Simmons joining the show to tell us more about these animals. Rachel?
Hi Tim. This is very unusual to see a polar bear in the woods of southern PA. And we have no idea how this beautiful creature got here. And we are working very hard to try to capture and return him to his natural habitat. But most importantly, this animal is endangered and cannot be harmed. And I couldn't have said it better myself. Please, avoid going into the woods. Stay away from this animal. And as a last resort, make yourself appear bigger. Polar bears seem cute and cuddly, but do not let them fool you. They're just as aggressive as a grizzly bear.
Thank you, Rachel.
No problem, Tim.
So today we have local survival expert Jake.Moser here on the show to tell us about his strange encounters with animals. Welcome to the show, Jake.
Thanks for having me, man.
So how did you become a survival expert?
Well, when I was a little guy,
Yeah.
I would always be outside. You know, my mom was always yelling at me to come inside for dinner and stuff like that. I was always out in the woods, always by the creek, just always playing outside.
So tell us about these encounters that you've experienced recently. It says you've seen strange animals around?
Yeah. So the first animal that I sighted was a polar bear, and I was filming a scene for my next video, and I heard something off in the distance, just the slight leaves being trampled,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, that's a pretty big animal moving around.
Yeah.
You can usually tell, like, the leaves are rustled a lot. It's usually a squirrel. If the leaves are slightly getting crunched, it might be a deer. A lot of the limbs, wandering around from the bedding areas and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just big, slow leaves just being rustled. So I slowly approached from where I thought I heard it, and first I was amazed because all I saw was white.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, I know it had just snowed, but these animals are pretty warm, keep warm body temperature, so the snow doesn't really stick to them. And then I was amazed. I realized that this wasn't just any normal animal. This was a polar bear.
Yeah.
And so I waited, didn't draw any attention to myself, and I got away from that. And then when I got home that day, I immediately called the locals and had told them what I had saw. But I also checked my trail cameras because I like to watch the wildlife through all my trail cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And I was amazed to find. Do we have the footage that I sent in to the producers?
Yeah, I think we got that. Yeah. Let's roll the footage.
All right. So as you can see, these little guys are penguins, and they're so amazed to watch these on the trail cams. They're so playful. Oh, look at that one. He's looking directly into the camera. It's almost like he knows that we're watching.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was also surprised to find this guy jumping around. That's just truly mind-boggling of how these animals got here.
It is. Yeah. So where are all these animals coming from? Obviously, they're not supposed to be here in Pennsylvania.
Well, I personally have no idea, but we have local scientists,
Mm-hmm.
and actually other scientists that are not local at all. They're working on trying to find out how it happened, and local authorities are working with them.
Wow.
But it's very weird.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah. Thank you for joining the show today. Appreciate your take on all this. Thank you.
Well, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for tuning in today. Join us tomorrow for more on this story. Thank you.